You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. The numbers for Zeke from last week: 19 carries, 71 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The first down carry by Elliott.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Prescott now from the 50. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Three-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott out to his left. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Prescott yet again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Aaron Sipos now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Play action now, Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Prescott.
Flush to his right.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
A give to Elliott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. On 2nd and 9. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Hurts.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 17,
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
touchdown, Eagles!
Jonathan Taylor,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes out right around the 39.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Smith. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando to yours. We'll get back to AT&T Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there, as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Plenty to like about the late afternoon games as well. As you see by the highlight, these guys are in for a battle, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And then
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
They run once more with Taylor.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Steps away. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. On 2nd down, Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott.
And this one quickly to land.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. First down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And out now come the Eagles.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for 1st downs instead of airing it out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll look to throw here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. Buying time to his... Oh, Prescott stripped. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Elliott running right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Patrick Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurts down to 1 knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, the play of their defense